Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of the new fragrance from Dolce & Gabbana, Devotion Pour Homme. Now, Dolce & Gabbana kind of gave us a curveball with this, releasing a masculine counterpart to Devotion. This really kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't hear anything about this until I just saw it sitting there on the shelf. And it's really interesting because Devotion Pour Femme, the woman's counterpart, is a very beloved fragrance. It's this kind of like lemony, cakeish gourmand. And now we have the first Pour Homme counterpart. You can see on the bottle it has a very similar design with a more masculine edge. And this new eau de parfum is said to celebrate unwavering and unconditional devotion, inspired by the power of love, and then this is a sacred heart. So the note breakdown of this is going to be insanely simple. Brands are not really giving us a lot of the note breakdown these days. This has lemon, coffee, and patchouli. And when I heard about that coffee, you guys already know, I got excited. So let's go ahead and spray it and I'll tell you guys what I think. Atomizer is really nice. I don't know if this is like an upgraded atomizer versus the other Devotion, but it seems very nice to me. This opens so nice, guys. Lemon, coffee, doesn't feel that complex in the opening, but hold on, don't judge it so fast. This is actually a very transformative scent. We're talking coffee, coffee, coffee. It's all about coffee in the opening, like these dark roasted coffee beans, almost a bit nutty in a way. And you do perceive this kind of lemon accord, but it's not like a very zesty, punchy, loud lemon. It is very noticeable and distinguishable, but it's more creamy. Not quite as like candied or sweet as it is in the Pour Femme version, but they definitely take some sort of like relation from that with how creamy and kind of just like woven into the coffee, like that's how it feels. Doesn't have that lemon cookie vibe, but it is very dominant here. The lemon just adds brightness and sweetness in a very like citric type of way, but then it's going to start to settle down and dry. And it's really interesting how this kind of like tricks you in the opening. You spray this and then you think it's going to be a simple scent, but it is not. This really transforms. It shocked me while I was testing it. And it starts to become a bit more green, but not necessarily in a really gothic, like earthy patchouli type of way, but there is greenness and it does have that kind of semi-gourmand factor, but something kind of invigorating about it as well, which is interesting because this one doesn't really come off too spicy, like very minimal, if any, spice. Maybe something a little bit like cinnamon or something like star anise, but it is so minimal, like so minimal. But I can tell you, it is definitely not just lemon, coffee, and patchouli, because there's something kind of chocolatey about it too. Like when I first smelled it, I kind of thought tiramisu, kind of in that realm, but it doesn't have that like creamy quality of tiramisu, or like that kind of like cookie, like ladyfinger vibe. I am really very surprised by this. It is really good. And honestly, I was not the biggest fan of Devotion Pour Femme, so I didn't have a lot of high hopes for this one, but it kind of knocked my socks off. I really like this. And what is just so impressive about it is how it transforms. It has this richness and very sexy kind of sophistication about it as it dries. The dry down is heavenly and it feels so masculine. There's some gourmand elements kind of mixed into this, but especially in the dry down on the skin, it disappears. It changes from this kind of like bittersweet coffee scent to this more like musky, slightly spiced patchouli, but a patchouli that is more clean and classic. It's not a dark gothic patchouli and not even like a chocolatey patchouli either. You need to give this one time, that's all I can say. When you try it in store, when you test it out, you need to put it, one, on your skin, and two, you need to smell the different stages of its life. Don't judge it for like 30-40 minutes. Like you need to go shopping, continue about your day, and then smell it and come back to really get the full picture of this. I really love it, guys. It's not typical. It's something very different compared to recent designer releases. This is not like an amberwood balm, a sugary and Broxton amberwood balm. It smells almost niche in a way and very different, but it's not too complicated at the same time. It is a must try if you like coffee. If you like things like Salvatore Ferragamo, Uomo Eau de Toilette, things with that kind of like tiramisu vibe, but much stronger and more grown-up feeling. This is much longer lasting and stronger projecting, and the dry down is so sexy. And this has longevity too. I did wear this on my skin a couple times and I easily got like 7-8 hours on the skin before it started to really fade off, which is perfect. It has this kind of slightly edible, sexy, powerful, yummy opening that turns into a more elegant scent. And there's not really any sort of floral elements in this. It's really more about the citrus here. And because of the strong citrus feeling in this, you could wear this year round. It doesn't have a dense, heavy gourmand feeling to it. It's very wearable. It's not super dense or heavy or dark or anything like that. It's versatile. You could wear this casually. You could even dress it up. Now, I don't know if I would go as far to say is like wearing it at a black tie event or anything like that, but definitely a very sexy choice for a date night. This bottle is currently retailing for $155 for 100 ml. I'm not sure if it's going to come in a smaller size. The store that I got this from only had 100 ml, and this one is perfumed by Olivier Cresp, which is the king of gourmands. He has his own perfume brand, Acro, really known for their kind of sweet, realistic gourmands, and I can kind of see some of those elements in here. And he really created something fantastic with Devotion pour Homme. I'm really shocked. Like, I love this. You guys know I love coffee. This is a beautiful, it's a refreshing release because once again, it's just not typical compared to other things that we've been seeing recently. My expectations were very low with this, but wow, I'm very impressed. And I think it's definitely worth trying, especially if you love coffee like me. If you love coffee, you're going to need this. It's really good. Devotion pour Homme. So that was just my quick first impression review of the new fragrance from Dolce & Gabbana, Devotion pour Homme. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below if you are interested in trying this fragrance. Do you like the idea of a lemony coffee cologne? I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.